You're welcome to possess Paul for a short period of time.
You were going to hell for that.
And so we think that there is potentially some spirit in here, whether or not it's the spirit of my dear friend Mac Tonys, who are you?
Every time you say his name, it does that.
So right where you're standing at the top of the steps is where that presence is always felt, and it's always felt as though they're watching you.
If you're here, can you make it move? Can you make these light up by tapping here? See how that does that? Can you tap that for us? Is that a no? I don't know.
What if it is some singular entity that is interacting with us? We don't know. Some people would call it a demon, some would call it a non-human intelligence. We don't know what it is, but a trickster of myth and lore. And it interacts with all three of us, you, Kim, and me, differently, putting different ideas in your head, giving me a different response, and Kim gets a different idea, total different perspectives, but it's all the same thing. And it's like a fun house of mirrors or something like that. And
For what purpose?
Well, why do we play with cats, with lasers? Why do people, sort of do that so that the cat...
So you think something's toying with us tonight?
Wasn't something toying with us in Chocolate Cemetery 9 years ago? Chasing us all over the cemetery, never caught it on video, never caught an audio sample, and yet each person on our 7-person crew experienced something. I hate to reference something that happened in the past, but this coming back to, we haven't even really...
Did you hear that?
I did hear that, and that's shouldn't have happened, but we'll check that out on the audio later. So here we are talking audio things and something going back to Chocolate. And if you're sitting at home, maybe this is boring, but this to me is what it's all about, the conversation about what it means, trying to deconstruct what is happening to us. So as soon as we show up and as soon as you show up again, not blaming you, totally not blaming you, but boom, it starts happening again.
You think something's following us?
Or, every time we go out and do this, and folks at home, maybe you can do this too, you open yourself up. It's like buying a ticket to a fun house or to a movie.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's like you, Kim, and I bought a ticket tonight to a multiplex. You went to see Star Wars. I went to see The Magnificent
Good
Seven.
choice.
And Kim went to see the Madagascar film with the penguins. I don't know.
Well, she hasn't seen it yet, so it's also a good choice.
Well, there you go. Good choice.
See that.
So we're in the same building. We're all seeing different shows.
Good times.
Good to be back.
Do you want to go check out that noise in the corner?
Yeah, not really, but sure, let's do that, because that's spooky and timely. All right, let's take a look.
So what I heard sounded like somebody opening one of these drawers.
Let's test the sound. So it's not like this, it wasn't a knock. It was, I didn't hear anything like that.
I didn't hear
swish.
anything open. I
Right.
just heard that.
Yes, something like that, yep.
But then because if you push it, it bounces back out. But if
yeah.
you push it and hold it, that's that noise, because it was more than one. It was like a double.
Could it be like these are a little bit open? Do these make a sound?
This,
No? How about that one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
something
the
like
noise I
that.
heard.
That's the noise. Yes, exactly, same thing.
I'm just gonna have a little peek around the corner. I'm not getting any spikes in EMF. Temperature is consistent with what it was before.
There's one down here, Holly, that is still, that we haven't touched, a little open. So let's go see.
That's actually, that wasn't open before. So the one that was down there, when I pushed it in, it came back out.
Right, but this is open now.
That's what I mean.
Do you think, like, if one went in, it could have pushed one down here out? No, nothing moved.
No.
Well, here, try it again. I'm going to close this. See, it closes.
Oh, it opens on its own.
Ah.
That's actually epic creepy, but
So,
probably not paranormal.
see? All right, so we heard a sound. I still think that's weird down there, but this was open, and it opens in and of itself. Now, that doesn't mean something couldn't move it, but this, I think, normally would just rest open because it's a bit broken. But it wouldn't have made the sound that we heard because that would have required it to do this. And we would have heard a whole bunch of other things. Instead, we heard something different. So, okay, we've a little bit of debunking, but that's what it is. Figure out what it isn't and then leave yourself with the possibilities, whatever those are. So this was not it, and it was what Holly's doing down there.
Yeah, I think it was a
like
pushing
that.
in with force and then holding.
Yep.
That's the sound I heard. And it was like a double or a triple hit. Yeah. Except there's nothing back here, so fun. Let's
No. The question is going to be, do we have an audio recorder going?
Yeah.
Then we should be able to hear it on the audio recorder, and you should hear us yapping, and
Hopefully we'll pick it up and maybe there'll be something else there as well.
plus the camera mic and everything else we had. All right.
There's that as well. Not gonna lie, I'm shaking a little bit.
Yeah, well, good to be back in action, partner.
All right.
We immediately checked the audio recorder that had been on the table in front of us in the archives room and discovered that it had indeed captured the unexplained sound that Holly and I had heard. Each person on our 7-person crew experienced something. I hate to reference something that happened in the past. After our review of the audio recorder established that Holly and I had indeed heard an anomalous sound, we returned to the archives room to follow up on reports by people who claimed to have seen strange shadows moving across the walls.
Linda had seen earlier out of the corner of her eye, and they've reported this before. I call it a shadow person because I've had my own run-in with them 9 years ago. But just so that we have something for a shadow if there is something moving here to play. You know, holy crow. Didn't we have that, the green laser thingamabobber? Yeah, that thing.
You want this?
Yeah, that'll work.
Laser grid?
Yeah, the laser grid will be perfect. Hold it up to the wall there, Holly. That's our winner. And can you move your camera and light away so that I can see or turn it off completely? Yep, there we go. Sold. That's nice. I feel like I'm in every crazy 70s disco that I've ever imagined.
Just
this
wait
is
for it. Wait
wow.
for it. Hold on. Woo!
Hold on.
Da 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 da.
Ghost dancing with Thomas Riddall. Yeah, I'm somebody from the Killers. Somebody told me.
We're
yeah.
live, right?
We're totally not live. This is why I don't dance. So anyway, shadow people we're seeing here. This is as long as I spend with shadow people, so we're going to do this. Plus, I feel, it's like Klingon disruptor beams. They're all green.
Just sit down for a second in here. Have you done that yet?
No.
This place makes noises. I just heard something in that stupid corner over there again.
It's actually colder in here than any other place in this building. It's quite warm everywhere else. I feel cold. Like, does your chair feel cold?
No, it's just over 20 degrees in here.
No, it's not. It's not 20 degrees where I'm sitting.
Well,
The arms of the chair feel cold.
oh, shit.
Well, what's that mean?
That means there's a temperature drop.
Because there's like, I feel cold around. This
Uh,
is about my neck. It's the thing that, like, this chair is actually cold.
Paul, I asked whoever was here with me to sit down at the table.
Ah, jeez. I'm cold. Like I'm actually freezing. Oh, all right. I quit.
I'm sorry, I totally
No,
did.
it's not your fault. I'm just totally retiring. It is. Like, can you feel the table? Like, it's cold, right?
Well, it's got glass on it.
I know, but the glass is like cold. The chair is. When I sat down, I touched the arms, and they were like icy.
I have been hearing noises in here, and
I left the room with like it's hot out there. I came in, and I was going to go upstairs. See, I can feel cold coming into my face.
Okay.
You don't feel that?
No.
No, I don't, Paul. Okay, I'm just gonna walk around you here with this.
Great. Why does this never happen when there's a camera crew around?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, the good news is at least we have the stupid thingy-bobber.
The ADR?
No, that camera over
Digital?
there. Yeah, so
Oh.
something's going on.
Did you hear that?
Yep. What was it though?
That's the corner. I've been hearing noises in that corner, and it sounds like somebody in the corner who is like looking at the archives. I'm just gonna go in and see if I can get anything in that corner. It definitely gives me the creeps. There's lots of little Rolodexes and stuff back there. I'm just gonna go around the back here, if that works for you. I'm not hearing what I was hearing a few minutes ago. It sounded like somebody was, like somebody was going through some of these books, like little, that kind of a noise. That was also one of the noises I heard. So when I reached in here to push on one of the books, this whole thing just creaked. That kind of noise, that is exactly what I was hearing. So I'm hearing the bookcase creak as if somebody is touching it. Is there anyone here in the room with me right now? I think I heard you.
So, Linda,
Yes.
is there any history of audio anomalies in the Thomas Riddell Archive collection room?
Well, it's down in the back there, you know, where the elderly lady hangs about. We've usually, yeah, oh yeah. She's been talked about by a number of sensitives that have come in here over the years. And when I say that even they could just be visitors. You know, it's not anyone we've brought in. They're just visitors.
Holly,
Yeah.
do you have those 4
Oh God!
What?
What was that?
I don't know. What? What? You gave me a hot flash. What?
Oh my God. I'm pretty sure someone left their walkie on the table, and that is what just went off. Because I just heard somebody yell, and then I yelled. Oh, okay. Did someone just use the walkie? Does anyone know?
I don't think so.
Paul? That's his fucking walkie. Oh my God! Who else has walkies? Linda?
Yes.
And Kim.
Kim wouldn't use it because I was just talking with her.
Somebody either just used their walkie or something in here just yelled at us.
Hey, Paul!
Did anyone just use their walkie?
Negatory, as you would say. Nobody used the walkies at all. I was talking to Linda about, I won't call it an anomaly, but something on our CCTV. For the first time in the entire evening, one of the screens lit up as blue. She didn't touch anything, so she called me in to ask me, why is it broken or something? And I said, no, I don't know. It turns out it was the screen for this room, so fine. And then I heard Dylan yell, Paul, something, and I assumed you wanted to shoot something, so here we are shooting. So what
Okay,
happened?
so I, sitting in here, invited whatever was in the room to come sit with me. Paul, you eventually ended up coming in and you ended up sitting down. We got a spike of temperature.
Oh, well, a negative spike, because it got like
sorry, it
frosty.
flashed negative that you said you were cold, and then I said, okay.
That's my thing.
I actually invited something to come sit with me. Blah, blah, blah. Left, told it to come, if it wanted to come and sit down, came back, and when I came in here, I walked over here and I heard a voice yell. I may have screamed. Chelsea may have also screamed. And then I realized that your walkie was there, and I thought it was your walkie that went off. But when I was testing to see if I thought it was the walkie, when I call through on this, because I set the ED up beside it, it spikes with an EMF flash, which is totally normal. I didn't see that flash when I heard the voice. So that tells me it was not the walkie.
What did the voice say? Do you know?
Well, it was intermingled with my scream because it startled the shit out of me.
That happens. Good. It's fine. It's glad it's finally happened to you. It's happened to me more than once.
Straight up. It was loud. It was not. It was loud.
So me, Kim, and Chelsea just finished upstairs, and we came down. I was talking to Kim about something right out there, and you turned around to head towards the bathroom and scream. So there was absolutely no way that she hit any walkie-talkie. You didn't have one on you, did you?
No, and
Yeah.
I heard Holly scream as I was opening the door.
Yeah, I just turned around as we finished our conversation, and then a loud scream. I held the camera off as quick as I could, ran in here, and Chelsea and Holly were incredibly spooked. And it was a blood-curdling scream from Holly, too.
Ah, damn you, clock!
Needs to go away.
I am on edge.
It's midnight.
I'm on
everyone.
edge. That's great. Everybody just bask in how uncomfortable I am. Paul, I can hear you laughing.
Did it ever occur to you as you were standing near the cemetery and you offered to open the door to have something come down and possess me, that whatever that something was might not be particularly fussy about what it possessed or what it did, and that it might say, you know what, Paul's not screwing around with us right now, and she's being pretty cool, but maybe Holly calling down wants me to possess. Hey, I'm a demon and I don't work on your command. I'm going to go have some fun with you.
I did not ask for a demon to come forward. I said if anything wanted to come and communicate with us.
Let me just tell you, when you throw it out into the ether and you say anything, your two choices might be the ghost of Albert Einstein, I'm guessing not, or a demon.
Can you stop saying the word demon?
Yeah, all right. Demon.
By joking around with Holly and the crew, I was trying to diffuse the tension that we all felt. But I couldn't help but think back to some of the things that we had done throughout the day. Things that might have attracted the attention of some sort of non-human entity, or perhaps seemed disrespectful to the ghost of someone like Mrs. Gorm, although that was never our intent. In trying to make contact, however, had we gone a bit too far? And had Holly been given a warning for all of us that there were some lines we just shouldn't cross?
Holly,
Yeah.
do you have those 4
Oh, God!
What?
Well, this is fun.
Oh, it's been a role reversal. You're now me, and I'm sort of the more calm one. That won't last long.
Oh.
I have never seen you like this. I've seen us in a jail cell together when I got strangled and you saw the shadow person, or whatever the shadow was. I've seen you weirded out in shock like finding the blood on the shower curtain in the White Hart Hotel in England. I've seen you do a lot of strange things. I've never seen you scream. That frightens me that something made you scream like that.
Fear is one of the most primal and visceral of all human emotions. It can break down our defenses and reveal what lies underneath in our very soul. At the Queens County Museum, that fear hit Holly like a lightning bolt out of the blue. As we continued our investigation, she separated herself from the rest of the team, and it became clear to me that my old friend, who had always been my anchor to reality when facing the unknown, had finally experienced something that she couldn't understand, something that had shaken her to the very depths of her soul. Just after 2 a.m., I told Dylan and Chelsea to start packing up, and then I wandered outside to talk to Holly. Our journey has had its ups and downs over the years, but in the end, we've always been there for each other, determined that no matter what might be out there waiting for us in the darkness, we would always face it together. What we didn't realize until we got back to the cottages where everyone was staying was that this time, whatever we were dealing with might have taken a very personal interest in us.
Technologically wise, these recorders kind of record in 3D space. So that if I had this in the middle of us, so the right side would capture you, the left side would capture me, and you'd be able to hear that. When I listened to the audio with headphones on, the way that this was angled was the left side was aimed towards kind of the doorway where you and Chelsea were. Specifically, you were closer to it. The right side was aimed kind of where the Miss Gorham photo was and that area. It's louder on the side of the Miss Gorham area.
So there's a directional thing to this
Yes,
noise.
it isn't as loud on your side. And when you listen to it in headphones, you're here, it's here. Whatever it is. So I took all the audio from Holly's audio recorder from Queens County Museum, and I was just kind of playing around with it because, you know, we all heard something, so I wanted to hear what it sounded like, kind of slowed down in reverse, and just kind of play with this every angle that I could. It's not the walkie-talkie, because later on in this clip, we have you testing the walkie-talkie. There's a beep to the walkie-talkie when you use it, and there's also a digital noise to there's static when you use a walkie-talkie. I've gone through where everybody is, I've checked the cameras, I've checked kind of everybody's story. The voice we've heard, because we've listened to the original unedited track before, and it's a very loud and quick, constant kind of noise. So I'm gonna let you listen to this and see what you think. Did you hear what I heard at the end when you start inhaling?
Play it again, Sam.
Okay, ready?
No. Yeah.
Try and listen past your own voice.
And
though.
my voice is the...
You're the,
yeah.
you're the inhale.
Yeah.
Listen below it.
Yeah. Go.
So did you hear anything?
Yep. It's my name. We re-invited whatever was with us yesterday to come back and finish their sentence / whatever else they wanted to share with us.
Was there still any mention, perhaps, of possession of me?
We did not.
You know, no.
No?
We didn't.
So you didn't encourage it to come possess me again, Holly?
I did not,
But
no.
you didn't sort of say, you know what, like that contract, we're going to terminate that contract?
No, I didn't do that.
So sweet.